Okay, so this is our short video on setting up or adjusting your time zone if you're not in Pacific Standard Time, since the default virtual machine comes set up by default in PST, Pacific Standard Time, offset from UTC. So if you are in a different time zone, so basically what you'll need to do is in the settings Python module, settings.py, which was covered on the initial setup. This use _tz, you can leave that at false. You can also change it to true, but I would recommend reading up on that on the Django website. If you do so, I leave mine at false, and unless you have a need to change it to true, then you can leave that at false. So you'll see the time zone by default on the standard OVA, the virtual machine default settings are PST 8 PDT, and you won't have to worry about these two. So really the only thing you'll need to do is adjust your time zone here, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So what we do is we're going to first do that and change it in the Linux OS, as we described in the initial setup video, instructional video number 1. So what you do is you type in this command, which is a Debian package -reconfigure tz data for your time zone data. And that's going to launch this a screen here. So if I did nothing, it's set currently at PST, or I'm sorry, if I did nothing, you'll see it's set at America, Los Angeles. So this is where it currently is already set up, America, Los Angeles, PST. So we'll go ahead and run it again, and we're going to just change it to, there we go. Okay, so we'll set it to New York, and what it did is set it to America, New York, and now you'll see it's a 3-hour difference. It's using Eastern Standard Time. So essentially, we'll even go back in there. I just chose America, and then you'll see I'm at New York. So now that we've adjusted our actual time zone, then we can go ahead and adjust it in your settings.py module. So what we would do, and I've actually already adjusted it here. So this is the actual settings module in the off of the virtual machine. I'm just SCP'd into it. So I already have it set at US-Eastern, or I'm sorry, US/Eastern. Now the next thing that I'm going to show you is this particular website and web address, which is we'll put it in here, and then I'm just gonna, it's this particular address here, and we'll leave that for a few seconds here so you can grab that. You can obviously stop the video and screenshot that, and then I'm going to go ahead and go to that website. So that website is this website here, and what that's going to do is, like by default, we've got the PST, -8 PDT that you see set up there. So basically, in column number 2, what you're going to do is once you set up your new time zone settings, then you'll just find the name in column number 2. So like here, we've got America, New York. So I'll use US/Eastern, just like that. And that's why we see that that's what's actually set up here is US-Eastern. So the system is already set up for that. And now I'm going to just go ahead and bring that up, and we'll go in here. We'll go back in to the neural server, and I've already ran this. So what you'll see here is that actually it's running off of Eastern time right now. Which is showing as 8 o'clock, even though in fact my system clock on my Windows machine is 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. This is showing as 8 o'clock, and we'll even just do a generic run again just to show you that this is operating that way based off Eastern Standard Time. it'll just error out because it's just it'll raise an exception. It can't resolve the names because it's not a legitimate nodes. I'm not on a production network. But what you'll see here is now you'll actually see 2011. The timestamp is correct based on a new time zone, 2011. And that will actually do it for setting your time zone. Essentially, you will recap it. You'll run your dpkg, which is your Debian package, -reconfigure tz data, reconfigure the Linux system to be in the correct time zone. And then once it tells you that, then you go to the website in that web address on Wikipedia, and you find the name of your time zone on your time zone database name in column 2 here, and then update your Python settings module with that time zone. And then of course it's the settings Python module. Then just do a reboot of the system for good measure for it to take effect. And just do a shutdown -r now for the neural system, and everything should be good. Then run some automation, make sure it's timestamping your flat files correctly.